Alright folks, I kid you not, I'm looking at all foods that have I am at the dead center and we have arrowroot on the table. Puts the W, I am at the dead center. Okay. And so this is research in motion. I have a pretty decent, hacked together list of natural foods, produce foods, vegetables and all that I'm parsing. And here's the initial results. So we're going through this veins, triple IM, arteries, quadruple IM. So we're solving everything. Foods though. Oh yeah, so this was a word we had from the Lord, food science. And then veins is triple IM. Arteries is triple IM plus 3. Arteries is perfect from the inside out. E-R-T-I-R-E-A-S. Quadruple from the inside out. And then veins, you get the SEV, you realize is double IM, the grade 46. So you think about sever. Okay. And then you have a severance package because you were severed from the company. Double IM. It's what God, one of the most important things, obviously, God will do in your life is He severs all the dumb things and all the dumb relationships that you've had and dumb foods that you've been eating. Sever them. Big stuff. Okay, so arrowroot. So this is a new one for me. I have not eaten arrowroot as a practice in my life. Based on the math, I might try it. There's the W at the dead center. So what's flanking K? Arrow. Now I used to eat the arrowroot cookies, but now it's time to get serious. So there, VIM is at the dead center of arrowroot, and those are two pretty big words in history: arrow and root. That's amazing though. So VIM, man. This is embarrassing. I gotta cash in on arrowroot because look at that. That's a crazy. I've never seen a word that has 3 33s from 3 ROs like arrowroot. You're gonna want to throw your money at this stuff like crazy as you listen and see what I'm seeing here. I am at the dead center, flanked in 33, flanked in 33, flanked in 33, flanked in 21. We know that a 21 plus a 33 equals love. You got the I am, amen, love, and it's all central. Now, like I said, I ate the arrowroot cookies growing up, but that's not nearly as nutritious as pure, raw arrowroot, I'm thinking. So apparently I need to get this stuff inside of me. By means of the blender. See, this is the... Okay. Alright. Arrowroot is in the house. Humble appearance, but perhaps very good for me. You feel like crying half the time. You're like, okay, I can do this. Alright. Anyways, let's get it. So, what other foods have I am at the center? Celeriac was... oh, okay, this is a giant string, so... celeriac, right, that was a fun one. This is not legitimate data, that's a long string. Lovage. Lovage. What is lovage or lovage? Lovage. Not a band. It is this plant right here. Beautiful foliage. I don't know why we keep... There we are. Lovage. Well, what does the fruit look like, and what is it... how do people eat this? Let's get images of the fruit. Oh, I guess people just eat it. Eat the leaves. Eat the... That's... Or it's an herb. Aye, so herb has I am at the center. Lovage, celeriac. These are... Ay, ay, ay. Lovage. Not that, okay? This no. That is not healthy. This is healthy. Lovage. Woo. Okay. Lovage. I mean, I love the word, so now people have put this into bottles. Oh no, it's an alcohol or something. Okay, well, people have been cashing in for centuries, but I might have to... okay. If you want to grow, you have to learn something new. And you have to go for it, lovage. I mean, that's the same center as the word heaven. The great AV. 22 plus 1 is 23, I am. And it contains the word love, like, yeah, it's pretty irresistible. And then there's the ago, which equals I am as well. So you get this lovage. I mean, you just injected the I am on top of the word love in lovage. Like, I love the word just because it's fun, and lovage. It's like, you know, you eat some lovage and then you share some love with whoever. Lovage. Lavisticum officinal. Lavisticum. Excuse me. Yeah, I saw that. Excuse me. No wonder we don't have it over here. It's mostly in Europe. So it's cultivated for essential oils. What about the well, you just got to eat it. And just start eating it, and you'll... Okay, let's keep going. What other names we got? So, lovage. How in the world? So arrowroot cookies, I guess they used arrowroot flour? Because... this is the only arrowroot I ever ate as a kid, and that shows you how pathetic my upbringing... Mr. Arrowroot Cookies with a smiling kid. Yeah, eat your sugar, kids. Yeah, this will make your baby happy. Get them addicted to sugar from day one. No! You want your child to eat like real food. It's unbelievable, all this profiteering, and it's not actually making people satisfied. Now, of course, there is some nutritional benefit to arrowroot biscuits, but this is trash compared to the real thing. Like, it's just insane what is presented to us. A smiling baby being lambasted by refined sugar. Like, it's just insane what is presented to men and women in the market. Like, it's just, here, you got a beautiful baby. Feed it a bunch of sugar. and give us your money. Like, it's just disgusting when you really understand what's going on. Like, what is the ingredients in arrowroot cookies? Probably sugar. Arrowroot cookies, like, ingredients. Like, this is stuff that is being presented. Look, enriched wheat flour, sugar. The first two ingredients. Like, it's just sugar, done. You've already left the building. This is trash. But it's trying to capitalize on God's famous word arrowroot, which is the healthy vegetable. I don't even, arrowroot flour is fourth on the list. So look, we'll stuff you full of sugar and GMO wheat, which is unhealthy these days, and crappy vegetable oil, which is most likely canola, modified trash, and then we'll give you a little bit of arrowroot flour, which is not even healthy because you've taken all the fiber out of what is actually in the real thing, and then we'll just call it arrowroot biscuits, as if it was like the healthiest thing ever for you and your family. Unbelievable. Complete with a smiling, beautiful baby on it, saying this is what, look, no artificial flavor or colors. It is hideous. It is absolutely hideous. This baby is actually screaming out saying, love me, give me some real nutrition, not enough said. Enough said. I've had enough of this trash. Rich, like, it's just trash. Glucose, fructose, sugar, salt, cornstarch, bacon, glycerol, soy, like all this unnatural filth just to preserve its shelf life, to enrich the cash cow of Mr. Christie and the demonic CEOs there. Sulfites, preservatives, just trash, a tiny bit of arrowroot flour, and they call it arrowroot, as if it was healthy for you. Trash, trash, trash. Now this is good for you. You start with the roots. Go to the roots, get raw arrowroot, and figure out a way to combine it with other healthy raw foods to make it delicious. You can use a blender. Like, blender's your best friend. Blenders. My eyes have been opened to how trashy we have been lied to. Okay. So arrowroot is okay, let's keep going. All right. You got to preach against evil just as much as you promote good. Otherwise, you're missing half the story. Okay. So arrowroot, celeriac, lovage, raspberry, of course. So ignore these results. These are giant strings that are... Anyways, we got lots of work to do. So we know that raspberry has I am at the center, and then we're learning things. Blueberries puts it this. Okay, we know berries are in. Zucchini. See, ignore these long lists because that's not really true results. Oh yeah, I had this the other day, and I have some in the fridge. Lacinato, black kale. So we got some of that downstairs. Romaine is the most obvious because you have I am at the dead center. Triple I am construct. Romaine. Folks, I might do something crazy where I actually go on the central I am diet. Like, all day long, I only eat foods that have I am at the dead center. Like quinoa, cherry, raspberry, zucchini, lacinato, romaine, like arrowroot, like raw, and it's all and you can get help from your blender, which has I am at the dead center, the famous name of Jesus, the beginning and the end. Okay, so your blender is your best friend to help you in this fine journey. The word fine has I am at the center. So if you want to talk about true fine dining, you're going to get the I am at the dead center. Fine dine. So let's focus here. Romaine, zucchini, cherry, quince. There's a new one. I work in a very good produce mart, and I have never, ever Probably from Europe or something. Quince. I remember looking this one up earlier. Yeah, see, I got a purple link. Quince. Oh yeah, it's like a pear. It's very closely related to a pear. And it equals Jehovah, triple I am. Quince. Yeah, and it's European. It's mostly in Europe. Yeah, it's like a pear. It's like a cross between an apple and a pear. Bright golden yellow. It's like a pear. Man, it looks... There it is. There it is on the tree. Beautiful. I swear, fruits are more beautiful on the tree. Like, I see this hanging in the raw, on the vine, fresh as can be on the tree, and it's just so beautiful compared to, all this packaging. Man wants to just packaging and plastic and just all this. Just give me the... Look, it even has flowers, quince flowers. See, life is not just about the content of the fruit. It's about the whole process and the beauty of the plant and how pleasurable is it for the workers and the farmers behind all this. You have to add up the entire pleasure process for the glory of God in every single food that there is. Is the whole process a natural, God-ordained pleasure? And those are the kind of foods that you want to support by eating them from the consumer endpoint. It's when you understand the process of the garbage foods that you'll never touch them ever again. Like anything dairy is just trash. Lots of cultivars of quince. So it reminds me of like apples. There's tons of cultivars of apples. My goodness. Look at all the cultivars of quince. We know the word cultivars. We've solved that many times before. Here's the I am. And then there's other beauty right there. It's very beautiful cultivars. But so top producers of quince, of Jehovah. Turkey, yeah, see, this is why I don't have it over here. This is an Eastern fruit. Turkey, China, Uzbekistan, Morocco. Well, here's the map right here. Iran, Argentina, Spain. Like, look, the USA and Canada doesn't even produce any of it. Like I said, I've never seen a quince in my life except now on the internet. Look at the production. Look at where it all lives. Europe, the East, China, some South America, a little bit in Mexico. Turkey, of all places. It's somewhat scary to me sometimes how your upbringing and your culture and your little pond of circle has made you who you are, and you need to bust out by the grace of God to it's interesting. It's quince. But no, God is sovereign over your life. He's sovereign over your local town, and He's provided what you're supposed to eat. Okay, God is sovereign over the fact that I've never eaten a quince in my life, and that's fine. Quince cheese. Oh man, so. Anyways, I would just like to try one raw. Huh. I would just be curious to eat that guy raw. Oh, it says most varieties are too hard and tart to be eaten raw. Okay. Well, let's keep going. Okay, what other foods here? Rambutan. I looked at that. Buckwheat. Interesting. Buckwheat. I wonder if the buckwheat is... So there's your I am. You know, other words that would put the W at the center, like gold wheat. That's a beautiful triple I am, but buckwheat. Yeah, it's not even related to wheat. It's related to sorrel, not weed. Can you imagine inviting the guests over for not weed? Not weed. Ugh. Ooh, haven't seen that one on any restaurant menu in my life. Rhubarb because it's seeds are... Interesting that buckwheat is not at all related to wheat, which is good news for gluten-free people. So here's a field of buckwheat. Buckwheat was one of the earliest crops introduced by Europeans to North America. Interesting. Well, you got to get the truth, don't you? So buckwheat puts the I am at dead center, and it's really screaming out. You got all these hard, like I am, I am, I am, I am, I am, all the plus twos. Starts with I am. Let's see how many 23 buckwheat. But the W at center is king. Buckwheat. Buckwheat. I mean, overall it's 5 I ams. We know buck is a double, wheat is a triple. What's the most beautiful way I can... If you shoot for 23s, there's 2 of them. There's 3 of them already. And then the rest just, yeah, you get this equals 14, this equals 11. Buckwheat. Buckwheat. I like the fact that it has triangular seeds, Trinity. So look at the triangles. That's pretty sweet. The Trinity in buckwheat. Man, it can be a real paradigm shift to change your whole diet. Like it can be a real paradigm shift. A century ago, the Russian Empire was the world leader in buckwheat production. Aha. It remains a 2014 key cereal. So let's not forget that cereal has I am at the dead center. Cereal. And it's I am. So buckwheat. Oh my. So look what happened in the US. It used to be a common crop back when the US was actually healthy. Then we brought in the use of nitrogen fertilizer. However, it may benefit from an explosion in popularity of so-called ancient grains. Exactly. People are waking up to the hose job that we've been sold. Just a hose job of GMO artificial filth that is so devoid of true the ancient grains. That's one of my favorite sets of letters lately. The ancient grains. I mean, it's loaded mathematically. There's all these I ams in there. The ancient grains. People are rebelling against the filth. They've had enough. Give us the ancient grains, the buckwheat. Like, just look at the historical data. Like, the United States was way healthier in the 18th and 19th centuries. When the country began, it was way more righteous too. Like, everything blurs together. The United States in the 18th and 19th centuries was way more Christian and way more God-fearing than it is now. And they were growing buckwheat like crazy. And then GMO filth and fertilizer junk and profiteering greed took over. And we lost buckwheat. And now people are rediscovering this and saying, wait a minute, give us our buckwheat back. We want the ancient grains. So these are the world production estimates. Russia, China, Ukraine, the US. Canada's not even on here. My country doesn't even know what buckwheat is. No wonder I don't have the stuff presented to me. It's mostly starch, of course. Huh. Buckwheat contains no gluten. Praise God. It may have gluten contamination, but that's minor. As long it's a painful realization when you wake up to how pathetic your diet has been. Buckwheat flour. Okay, well, thumbs up, big plug for buckwheat. So this is the, you can solve the scientific name and okay. Okay. Buckwheat. Okay, so what other foods have I am at the dead center? Quinoa, we did. Wheat bran. Wild rice. Oh, that's wrong because that's a space. That's a bug in my code. That's fine. Cherry, we did. Zucchini. So this, I got repeating data. Seaweed. Oh yeah, that's right. Seaweed has I am at the dead center. Wasabi, zucchini, cherry, quince, raspberry. Okay, I got a mint, of course, peppermint. Something special about mint. The fact that mint and peppermint both have I am at the center. Oh, we got a few new nuggets there. Arrowroot and buckwheat. Can you imagine feeding your children arrowroot and buckwheat for breakfast rather than the ridiculous sugarized cereals that we are trying to sustain life with? Oh my gosh, it is unbelievable, the addiction to sugar. It is unbelievable, the sheer profiteering based on sugar. Cool. Okay, well this is a start. Investigative research. Doing the math on these fine terms. Now, yeah. So I can modify this and just see what foods. Oh yeah, mushroom. Puts God at center. Pomegranate, right? Pomegranate, yeah. Jicama. I've had a number of people. I am. Mushroom. Man, it takes so much patience to prepare a lot of these foods. Crazy. Alright, well, just check another couple. There's going to be a lot to look at. Obviously, they're all healthy. The produce of the earth in its own way. Interesting. Oh yeah, beans. Well, and then I'm curious what 56, the I am. Oh yeah, arrowroot. Celeriac again. Fennel. Man. Oh yeah, fennel equals the I am. And you can split it easily. The word elf. Fennel. Like these are more, like these are humble foods that no one talks about. Oh yeah, I remember researching fennel. But you just, it's hard to eat material. Like a lot of it, you're just like, can I get it into me? Can I? You're just like these humble foods that are just painful. Well, I believe it's all habit. It's just habits. It's the retraining of your brain, forming new healthy addictions, healthy cravings. The retraining of your brain to undo the sugar path. Fennel. Oh yeah, potato. Puts the I am at center. Pickle. Huh. Pickle equals the I am? Really? Yeah, pickle equals the I am. And you pick either the KL or the ick. That's phenomenal. So eat some pickle together with some fennel. Like, who knows, it might be a golden combination. Pickle fennel. A pickle, fennel, potato salad. Oh yeah, mint equals the I am. Add some mint to that. Ay, ay, ay. Savory, the spice. Well, welcome to Healthy Eating 201. Actually, this is one of the highest levels. This is like Gematria on food names. Old Mother Hubbard. What on earth is Hubbard? I don't even know. Apparently Google doesn't even know. It's the name of a place, but it's a squash. Hubbard squash. Oh, it's that green sucker. Ay, ay, ay. There's your Hubbard squash. This reminds me of spaghetti squash. Ay, ay, ay. 20. Oh my. Yeah. Apparently it's the name of some famous people. So it's the gnarled, rippled, ugly type squash. You're just like, this stuff takes so much patience to prepare. Hubbard squash. You're like, this is level 8 cooking. Like, this is, you know, this is you taking it to level 8. Now, they say Hubbard, so it's apparently it's like pumpkin pie. Hubbard squash pie. Like, this is level 8 cooking. Like, if you could pull off the Hubbard pie, you are a level 8 cook. The Hubbard soup. And make this tasty, like, you are a real jewel on planet. If you could pull off the Hubbard recipe of any sort so that I delight in it, you are a special person indeed. It's a giant Hubbard. Look, here's a kid lying next to a Hubbard. Feed the kid some Hubbard. Okay, there, get Hubbard inside your kids. Hug your Hubbard today. Okay, Old Mother Hubbard. It's just like, our supermarkets are a trash house, like a joke of nonsense. Okay. Hubbard. Old Mother Hubbard sat in her cupboard, and apparently everyone wants a piece of this Hubbard. Now there's giant competitions going on. Okay, so we're having fun here with the name Hubbard. But see, it's, yeah, so Hubbard is in fact, I am at the dead center of that B. And overall, and then yeah, it's just flanked in threes. Hubbard. 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 Unbelievable. Well, actually, it's perfectly believable. Hubbard equals the I am. But how many people are eating this food? Like, I am, folks, I kid you not, I live in the town of Langley, and it's, to some degree, it's very Satanville in terms of the food that are, like the restaurants. Like, it's just unbelievable. Oh, a quick drink, get me a beer. It's just, whoa. Hubbard equals the I am. Now, squash, for the record, divides by, we've looked at squash before. Hubbard squash. What's in pumpkin? I know that pumpkin parallels I am. It's I am plus, or no, center maybe? It ends in it. Anywho. Okay, let's keep going. That's disturbing. What else in our list? So fennel was crazy. Sorrel. Can't say I'd be that attracted to sorrel. So it's growing for its leaves. It's crazy how man has always eaten everything. Like, no matter what the plant is, man has shoved it in his mouth and figured out a way to shove it inside of him. So be wary of all these superfood health claims. I'm like, everything that is the fruit of the earth will give you what you need. But it's fascinating to me to try and, yeah. You memorize that though. Pickle. The I am. Fennel. The I am. Mint. The I am. Green. That's pretty cool that potato. Yeah, it's this. So it's this here. Obviously that's also the center of tomato. Okay, and we know that mouth has, the word mouth has the I am at center, which is a big reason why I searched for 56. So at the center of potato and tomato is the dead center of the word mouth. Like, yeah, of course potatoes were meant to go in your mouth, just like tomatoes for the great I am. Oh, no, this is not. Potato does it. But you have the toat sitting there in tomato. But here it's at the dead center of potato. Cool. Oh. Serrano. Huckleberry. Really? Well, see, this is where, man, it takes patience to cook and eat healthy. But not really. I mean, if you can get most of your nutrition from the raw, like fruits, and just, you don't need to do a lot of cooking. You really don't. But it's fascinating to me. Just, so arrowroot. Alright. What other gems can I find here? Just spend a little more time. 56, go 29. So this is IM plus 6 at the dead center. That hits kale, obviously right on the head. Basil. Okay. Beet. Oh yeah. Macadamia, pepper, turnip. Oh yeah, pepper. That's cool. Coconut. Salsa, soybean, turnip. Kiwi, melon. Spearmint. Fascinating. Yeah, all the mints are really loaded. Spearmint, peppermint, mint. Spearmint, that's beautiful. 36 plus IM plus 33 plus IM in spearmint. Wow. Spearmint. And truth be told, spearmint is one of my favorite aromas and types of mint. Like, I typically like spearmint better than peppermint because it's not quite as strong. Spearmint, peppermint, mint. My God. What next? 35, very famous number. IM plus 12. Ginger, garbanzo, grape. Of course, right. Ginger. Oh yeah, ginger. Ginger. I am. Ginger. And then if you get ginger root, then root ends in an IM letter. Ginger root, right? Oh boy. Welcome to Growth 101. Yeah, we got this stuff. Ginger root. I kid you not, folks. Never once in my life have I ever bought this stuff raw and prepared it in some delicious way for myself. Never once in my life. That is the consequence of the culture that we live in. Like, now don't get it from the jar. Get it whole and figure out the way that you enjoy it most. Just it's how do I get this in me as painlessly as possible? The story of man from the dawn of time. Dr. Axe, he's a Christian guy. He's obviously got some information on ginger root. Top 10 benefits of ginger. So let's get this straight. Ginger spice obviously must come from ginger root. No, I did not want to see the Spice Girls. Ginger spice comes from Ginger root, I'm assuming. Yes, of course. So the spice has a long history as a treatment for nausea, motion sickness, gas, bloating, and other digestive complaints. There's people making... Now beware of these. Remember, all these sites just want your eyeballs for as long as possible. So beware of these overstated health claims about superfoods all over the internet, because they're all doing the same thing. They want you to stay on their website as long as possible thinking that this is some kind of superfood. Yeah, you want the fresh ginger root. Don't get the dried powdered form. Like, you want to get it in the raw and work with that. Okay. Like, this is the like, our education system is a joke. Oh, what a nightmare of just abusing children, not giving them nutrition. The teachers don't have any nutrition. Everyone's eating like